Welcome everybody, this is Better Pro Gamers, and today I'd like to talk to you about the pros and the cons of my first Airsoft match at the Anzio camp Airsoft field. However, because there's so much content to go through, I will have to break these videos down into two parts. So the first one that you'll be watching today is all the cons, the problems, the issues that I had. My second video that will be coming up is all the pros, the good stuff, and all the best captured footage. But please also be aware these comments I am about to make are of my perspective. However, if you feel I have not covered something or wrongly spoke about something or someone, please leave a comment down below so this can be addressed, and vice versa if you think I've handled something in a positive and good way. Overall, from a fun rating, I'd give 10 out of 10. Running around, taking people out either by stealth or full Rambo style is brilliant. My body was pumping with adrenaline. I loved every minute of it. But to an actual enjoyable experience, enjoyable by everyone knowing what to do and how to actually play the operations given to us, sadly, was only a 6 out of 10. So after the first two rounds, the Chief Marshal basically tells everybody he's super pleased that everyone's taken the hits, he's had no complaints. However, in my opinion, this was a bad mistake, as by the third round it proved that everyone basically took it on board and they decided one or two hits now no longer mattered. So this proved to be correct, as by the third time there was so much cheating going on, so many players not taking the hits, that his marshals were to send you back to respawn with no medic rule if caught cheating. And if caught for a second time, you would have to sit out the game for 20 minutes. But here is footage from the first and the third round. Take a look at it. I will play them both first so you can see them as they happened, and then I'll replay them with a short description of what actually happened and how it happened. So first up is the God Mode guy, and you that have been doing this for a long time have definitely, without a doubt, come across your fair share of them. Now, in the very least, you'd have thought this situation would have been a 50-50 and we call each other out. But then again, God Mode guys don't work like that. Let me also remind you that just before entering this room, I did definitely double check my ammo. I stocked up, and I also done a test shot to make sure I wasn't dry firing any blockages, and it was all good. Here is the footage before I've entered this room, just in case any of you wanted to call me out. So let me explain. As he first enters the room, he's got his weapon held higher than me. I'm in a crouched position, and you can hear his first two shots hit the wall behind me. So as you can see, he stood maybe 5 or 7 feet from me. I fired 3 rounds minimum at him. His first two hit the wall. There would have been no chance he'd hit me first. As you can now see, like a trooper, I took the hit. There's no problem, it's just a game. The problem I've got with this is the fact that if he took the hit, his mate just behind him would have been able to medic him and take me out anyway. So why cheat? My only conclusion to that was that he'd seen that I had a two-tone weapon, and he's probably thought, I don't want the shame of being took out by someone new at the game. He just continued to fire. As you can also see, the minute the marshal leaves, I double check the weapon again, thinking there's no way. I've seen the BBs flying out at him anyway, but there's no way that, my gun's jammed in any sort of way. I wait the 2 minutes out so I don't have to interfere with the fellas behind me, and obviously continue to get a hit. We do have the dead man walking rule, but why should I go around shouting that, confusing people or distracting them? Boy, did I feel sorry for this guy. So this clip catches the first group of guys about to run out, head straight through the bushes ahead of them, as they could see the enemy coming down and are trying to attack this building from the right side of us. Problem occurs when they do rush out to head through the bushes is there's fire coming from the left and the right of us. This also confused me and the first two guys to the right, thinking, why is the enemy fire from the left of us? The enemy only had two options, and that was to fire directly through the bushes, which were cleared before they charged out, and from the right of us. As you could hear the grenades being charged, I pull back to another guy on our right hand side there. These head back to respawn. Unfortunately, at this moment, a wild gorilla appears, and he ends up knocking my camera facing pretty much down. He didn't even so much as say sorry for it, but I'm assuming his arm was hurting after him taking a hit, and he no doubt had to walk it off before he could even manage to speak. So unbeknownst to me, my camera's now facing down at the ground, facing pretty much the weapon. However, there was just two of us left in this hallway, and I come to the conclusion that it's almost the end of the exercise, and if we're about to make a move, now's the time. So what's basically going on is the guy is inching up forward through this alleyway. We wanted to obviously clear it before end of exercise, and as we're nudging forward, we make our last stand. I begin to tell the guy, look, if you're going to throw this grenade, that I'll provide you with cover fire. However, if you watch what happened next, you will actually hear the pat 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 that's hit his head, or the side of his head and his hair. I then begin to look to my left with lightning fast reaction, lay down a couple of shots, and I did manage to see that it was a red firing upon us. I then begin to ask if this guy is okay, as he's obviously complaining. He even checked for blood. He must have been in that much severe pain. I really wish I managed to get a photo of this guy's ear afterwards, as it had swollen up 3 times the size of a natural normal looking ear. So index is called. I'm making my way back round the corner, only to spot the 2 guys that gave fire. I enter the room to do my part and apologise and say sorry for obviously firing back at us. I just seen you was hitting us on our side. But after explaining to him that the guy you've just hit, you've hit him in his head and his ear and he's in serious pain, unfortunately these guys, even though they're on the same team anyway, had done nothing but shrug and laugh it off. It later dawned on me, with his friend having a camera, that these guys are hitting any players, so they may have better content on their recordings of them making hit after hit. I mean, it's pretty easy to edit the footages and make it look like they're just hitting any enemy player they want to. It later dawned on me that the guy in black was a volunteer in the first mission that was given the objective to take out anybody heading for the van. Anyone in black was basically given this, or was already volunteered and asked to basically get in defensive positions and take out any player regardless of colours. Is this guy still playing by that rule? Is he just hitting any players despite it's now actually our third mission of the day? It's still unbeknownst. All I know for sure is the guy's responsible for shooting between 3 and 4, just to my knowledge, of people that was on our own team. Please let me know your thoughts and ideas in the comment section. I believe I've covered pretty much any wrong issues of the day, other than the fact that when I went to visit one of the blues for a quick piss, that someone had managed to dump actually on the toilet, and yes, I do mean on it, not in it. And another small issue was, I read on email we were supposed to get a badge and a membership card, and that never happened. So the question remaining would be, would I return to the Anzio camp? And it's boy, oh yes. But I will cover that in my next video, so smash that subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoyed the content, and you definitely don't want to miss out on all the best stuff of the day.